Okay, right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's really wonderful. Good. Okay, let's move on. In case any one of you, you are already a teacher, a principal, or you are just a student, you are leaving college soon, you are looking for a job opportunity, wherever, whatever you are. I just would like to begin you asking this question. Do you think you are a leader in the college atmosphere? Is the principal the only leader there? Or are there other leaders too? Are you a leader? If you think you are a leader, please type yes in the chat box. Let me see at least 2 or 3 answers there. If you think you are a leader, if you think you're not a leader, just type no. I don't think I can see the chat box here, but perhaps in case you get any responses, one of you can read them for me. You can unmute yourself and read them. Are there any responses? Rajita or somebody can help me?
Sir, we are looking into it, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Someone is saying yes, sir.
Okay. You one or two? Right, anyway, that's, I think they are still not used to using the chat box. Perhaps you can become familiar with that very soon. You can just open that chat window at the bottom and you can type your answers there. Okay, if you think that you are a leader, perhaps we can have a series of questions. What makes you think that you are a leader? What proves that you are a leader? What skills do you have to establish that you are a leader? And so many other questions. If you think again that you are not a leader, the same questions apply to you also. Why do you think you're not a leader? What makes you believe that you do not have the leadership qualities or you have not made any leadership related accomplishments? So, I mean, let's go into those details perhaps in course of time. I just would like to tell you by giving my own answer that everyone is a leader. There is no exception to that rule. Everyone that's born human is a leader in some way or the other. There are leaders at every level. Some people think only the prime minister is a leader, or only the school principal is the leader, or only the head of some organization is the leader, or some union leader is a leader, etc. No. So everybody is a leader. For instance, in your family, there is a leader. Within your family, there may be 4 members, 3 members in a family. Within the among 3 members, there is a leader. Your class has a leader, right? If you form a small group of 10 students working together in a project, you have a leader. One of you becomes the leader. So in various kinds of situations, everybody has opportunity to be a leader, and also you have an access to acquire, build the leadership skills and also evolve gradually as a better leader in course of time. So everyone is a leader. Please be assured about that. So if you by chance did not say yes, now be assured that you are a leader too. Then if I am a leader already, if I'm already a leader, what should I do? I'm already a leader. If I told you that you are a leader already, is there anything else to do? There is a lot to do. Because our leadership skills are not uniform, right? We have some skills, some of them are potentially inside, right? Not conspicuously, obviously present to the outside world. Some of them, they are there in me, but I have not properly cultivated them. Right? So in case I want to be a better leader, I need to find what skills I need, what kind of leader I would like to be, and what skills do I need, how to build those skills. And if you have answers to the second and third questions, perhaps you can write them to me later, but I just would like to help you in the next some time that I've been given me. I think Rajita told me that I should take about 40 minutes, but I'll try to close by about 12:10. It's 11:30 now. I'll try to close by 12:10. Okay, so if you are a leader or if you think you have leadership skills already, right, you have to ask the question too, what skills do I need to grow further as a leader in that sphere of human life which I have chosen to excel in? And what skills do I need to build further? And on that count, let me tell you that leaders, for that matter, anybody, because everybody is a leader, everybody needs a lot of different kinds of skills. I've listed only some 6 of them there, but there are hundreds of different kinds of skills that are essential and that are imperative for us to build so that we can excel in life. They include, right, our communication skills, of course, important for everybody. It's not only just knowledge. How we communicate decides how we succeed in life. Whatever you become, whether you become a teacher or a principal, or whether you become an industrialist or a businessman, whether you get a job in a bank or some other establishment, wherever, your communication skills are absolutely important to you. I think somebody else will talk about that. Your own ability to motivate yourself, self-motivational skills. They often call motivation skills, but I call them self-motivation skills. How much you can motivate yourself to achieve what you want to achieve, right? Then your ability to take decisions, your ability to manage time, your ability to mingle with people, your ability to get along with people, your ability to resolve conflicts. So 100 other kinds of skills are essential in case you want to succeed in life. Today, for my presentation, I have chosen 2 of them, which I think are absolutely essential in whatever position you are, whatever kind of leader you want to become, wherever you want to be, and in whatever format you would like to succeed. The 2 that I have chosen are your ability to learn. I call them learning skills. You might not have heard of that, but I prefer to call them learning skills. How well, how quickly, how effectively, how proficiently you learn new things. That's one skill. And 2, leadership skills, which of course I'm talking to you about. That's the main focus of my presentation. So the 2 skills in the light blue color that I've shown you there are the ones that I'm going to focus on. Other ones perhaps we'll discuss some other time or somebody else will talk to you about. So when I say that you need to build your skills, you have to begin by setting some goals for yourself. What are these goals for yourself? They may relate in your context. I'm talking to particularly students now, and it may relate to teachers also in case they are looking around for better opportunities in the academic field. So one is your academic goals, education goals. So what kind of courses you would like to take? Just because you've already become a teacher, you've already become a principal or whatever, don't think you need not learn anything. So your academic goals are one set of goals that you need to set for yourself. In case you've not already got a job, your employability skills. What skills will help you get a job that you want? You have to have some goals for that. If you set goals, you will build the necessary skills. And your efficiency skills, how efficient you are in whatever job you take up. Some people are good at doing everything because their efficiency levels are very high. It's not what job that we do that's important, but how well we do that job that's important. So efficiency goals. Then your ability to enjoy what kind of life you would like to enjoy, what kind of happiness, and who gives you that happiness? Nobody. You have to get that happiness yourself. So this is also a goal. One must have a goal about what kind of life I would like to live, what kind of happiness I would like to enjoy, what kind of enjoyment I would like to have for myself. And maybe to some students, not all, who perhaps are not interested in employment but would like to be entrepreneurs. You would like to set up your own industry, your own business. Maybe you would like to start a college of your own or some such thing. For such people, even entrepreneur skills also are important. So these are some goals and goal-related skills. Let's do a very simple exercise, right? It will help you understand why I talk about goals and skills today, right? All of you, I'll start the time for you. All of you, what together, you will just, what you'll do is you'll just clap like this, okay? When do you clap? When I say start. And how long will you clap? Till I say stop. So I'll give you 30 seconds time. I'm just opening a clock here. Let me just wait if it opens. Yes, it's opening. Just a moment. Yes. This clock is set for 30 seconds. What I'll do is I'll start this here. When I start the clock, start clapping like this. And while clapping, count the number of times you are clapping in your mind. Right? Count 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and then clap. Are you ready? Yeah, go ahead. Let's start. Clap now and count. While you are clapping, count. I cannot hear you, but I can visualize what's happening. I think I can hear one or two of you. Perhaps you've unmuted yourself. That's why I can hear you, but otherwise it's okay. Just go on doing it. Five seconds left. Right. Thank you. Okay. So whatever be the number, that's not important. Whatever be the number of times you clapped, just make a note. In case you have a piece of paper with you and pen with you, you can just write down the number of times you clapped. If you don't have a piece of paper, don't worry. You just remember that number, whatever that number is. It could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 500, whatever. As the number of times you have clapped, just remember that. Now, we are going to do the same exercise again, but slightly different seconds. You have to clap again, but a condition. The condition is before you begin clapping, and in case you have a piece of paper, write your goal, the number of times you'll clap in 30 seconds, write that goal in a piece of paper. And in case you don't have a piece of paper, as I told you already, you can just remember that. Whatever number you arrive at is fine with me. Fix a number, think of a number. Okay, I'm starting that now. So are you all ready? Okay, I'm starting the clock now. Begin. I think all of you are clapping quite loud and clear and fast, passionately engaged in that. Very good. I can visualize some of you smiling, happy, enjoying the whole thing. It's going to stop. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Stop now. Right. Okay, let me go back to my slideshow and let me ask one or two of you, perhaps in case you can access the chat box again. How many of you have exceeded the goal that you set for yourself? For instance, you wanted to do 50 times, you wanted to clap, but you did 51 times. If you exceeded, you can just say, I did, or maybe your name, right? Yes, any indication in the chat box. Somebody will read that for me. Has anybody exceeded? Please see the chat box and help me. Okay, can somebody help me, please? Dr. Jyoti or Rajita or somebody from the college. Has anybody typed that they have exceeded the number that they have set for themselves?
Hello?
I think I can access it from here. Rajita has done it. And Anusha has done it. Anuradha has done 90 times against 76. And Anusha says she crossed 80. Wow, that's good. And many others, Shaheen, Srilata, and a few others also have done it. I think quite a few of you. Very good. Oh, good. That makes it easy for me to tell you now. Manusha says 96 against 87 the first time. Okay. Shaheen also says, yes, sir, I did. Okay, right. We'll stop there. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your answers. Now, some of you exceeded the target that you set for yourself. Some of you, maybe some others who have not responded, perhaps did not exceed the target, but they reached almost the number that they had set for themselves. Some of you lagged far behind that. So whether you exceeded or not, that's not important. But there is a difference between the way you did it the first time, the way you did it the second time. The first time, you did not have any target. I just asked you to clap as many times as you wanted, any number of times, and you just did it. Not very serious about that, not very passionate. There was no goal. Anything was good. But the second time, you worked with a certain goal in mind. So you had set 96, 100, 200, 150, 45, whatever the number you had set. And now you are trying to achieve that number. I'm sure you enjoyed it certainly much better the second time when you did it, because you had a target to achieve, you had a goal that you set for yourself, and you are trying to achieve that. And many of you have succeeded also. Now look at life, look at your career, look at your education, look at what you are doing right now in your life. Suppose you are doing anything, your education for instance, without any goal, achievement will neither be thrilling nor will be great. I think 99.9% of you did more claps the second time compared to the first time. I'm sure all of you did. Nobody has set a goal lower than the first time that you clapped. I don't think. Right? I'm sure you agree with me. So in case we set targets to our own lives, our own academic achievements, our own other goals, right, that we have in our lives, I think how different life would be. So how many marks have you scored? Suppose you have a goal for scoring higher marks. How many courses have you done? Suppose you have a goal for more courses, teachers particularly, continuous learning. So I've already done 5 courses, right? 5 very useful courses to me. Even after I become a teacher, I have joined some professional institutions, some distance course, some online school, and then I have acquired these. Now I want to earn some more, so I have a goal. So in case you begin working with a goal, life will be easier, success will be easier. This is what I want to tell you. I think you've understood that. So work with a goal. So in case you want to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself, the first thing that you need to do is build self-confidence. Look at this cat that's looking into a mirror, right? And what's the cat thinking? The cat is a cat, but the cat thinks that it's a lion. It sees a lion in the mirror. Now, tomorrow when you look into a mirror, what do you see in the mirror? Do you see yourself? Please stop seeing yourself in the mirror. You must be able to see what you want to be there. Right after this class is over, go back home. I think you are at home already. Maybe look into a mirror. And then when you look into the mirror, imagine seeing the one you want to become. Suppose you want to become the principal of a college. So there should be a principal seen in the mirror. Suppose you want to become an engineer. So there must be somebody in your image working as an engineer. Right? Suppose you want to see a scientist. So you must be able to see yourself as a scientist in that mirror. So the moment you become capable of visualizing yourself in that role and achieving the goal that you've set for yourself, I think goals become much easier. I'll quickly show 1 or 2 other examples and then move on. So there is a bud here. And if the bud, somebody asks the bud, where is the flower there? The flower is already inside the bud. All that the bud needs to do is open. It opens, but it happens gradually, very slowly. Right? Similarly, where is the flower in you? Where is that successful person in you? You are only a bud now. Right? You are beginning to blossom now. You are beginning to open up tomorrow. And for that, of course, the effort has begun and you have started working in that direction. And I'm sure very soon you are going to be very bright, very fragrant, and very delicious, very wonderful, beautiful, impressive flower. For that, of course, you need to wait, you need to work, and you need to gradually evolve. The same story with the butterfly also. You all know about the pupa. How difficult life might be when it's a butterfly, when it's a pupa. right, within that chrysalis, right, as it grows, evolves, breaks it open, it must be, I think, a very, very arduous task for the butterfly. I think we can visualize that. But when it comes out, it's a beautiful butterfly. The same is the case with every one of you, students, even teachers. So, what you are experiencing now, what you are passing through now, is only one phase of your life. If you come out of that and if you are able to set a goal for yourself, visualize yourself in that role, and go through these ordeals, which are temporary, life will be very bright for you, and you'll begin realizing all the potential that you are born with and you are capable of, and achieving much bigger things. Okay. Uh, I wish I could ask you and chat more. Not many of you are participating in the chat. But anyway, and also because the time is limited, let me just answer the question myself. So many students, when I go to physical presentations, I often engage students in interacting. I ask them to talk to me. I give them plenty of time to think and tell me. I ask people to identify maybe two things, three things, five things that they need to become successful in life. And these are the answers that students have given me. Students say, sir, I need money to succeed in life. I need my parents, sir, my parents' support I need. Some students say, sir, I don't have parents. I don't, my father is no longer alive, or my mother has this problem, or I lost this, I lost that. Something happened, and that's why I'm not as successful as I wanted to be. Right? And people ascribe, people think that these are the reasons for not succeeding as big in life as they want to succeed. So they think, oh, I'm not going to a big institution. Luckily, I think students in this kind of colleges are some of the luckiest in the country. And you're going to some of the best colleges taught by the best teachers with the best equipment. And I've visited lots of residential degree colleges of the Telangana Social Welfare Department. So maybe at least I might have visited not less than 30, 40 colleges. I know they are extremely well run and the students there are absolutely lucky. But I'm talking about others. Many others say, sir, my institution is not good. My teachers don't teach. Right? My classes are not good. My furniture is not good. Something like that. Then they complain against teachers. They complain against their social status, about their physical health, the relationships that they have built, the recognition that some students complain, sir, I'm doing so much, but nobody recognizes my work. I deserve the first class, but it has not been given me. Some people think that these factors decide whether we are successful or not. But I'm sorry, I disagree with you. You might have heard hundreds of interesting, motivating, powerful, impressive stories about people, great people, who have succeeded despite lacking all these things. So there are people, I mean, every year you also see some of the poorest people are the top rankers in universities and colleges and examinations. People without parents are, I mean, achieving as big as people with parents. So all these are only perhaps pretexts. I did not give you examples of big people. You look around in your own class, in your own surroundings, in your own village. If I take the examples of Amitabh Bachchan, Sachin Tendulkar, or maybe somebody else, perhaps they are irrelevant to you. That's useless. You need not be a Sachin Tendulkar. What I'm asking you is, despite having or not having these, you can succeed if you have these things on the left side. The ones on the right side are not important, but the ones on the left side decide whether you are successful or not. Do you have goals? Have you created some good action plans to realize those goals? Is it just a goal means, is it a dream, or are you doing something to achieve that goal? Are you capable of hard work, smart work? Do you know how to manage your time? Right? Are you always punctual? Do you have some discipline in life? Do you have some basic core values in life that will decide what you are? You are known for some values, right? Are you learning continuously, right? Is your learning happening, whatever you are? You are the topmost man in the world, but still you must continuously be learning, right? The highest placed professor in the university, the best university in the world also is learning today. He's sitting in the library and learning. Why? Because learning makes us successful. Without learning, we are worse than what we are yesterday. Because even if we don't advance in terms of our learning, learning has happened in the world. The world is more knowledgeable. Right. Okay, so do I have fresh ideas, some creative ideas, thoughts, right? Do I have some good habits? Have I made some good habits? All these things decide, the ones on the left side, all these things decide whether I am really successful. So before I move on to the next slide, let me tell you, the ones on the right side are good. If I have them, it's excellent. If I have money, if I have very caring parents, capable, very well educated, and very supportive, compassionate parents, if I have all the good. But that's not a limiting factor. Even without any of these things on the right side, I can still succeed if I have the things on the left side. But the left ones, the left list, does not have a substitute. Without them, you cannot succeed. Right? Move on. I think you can hear the audio also. Let me play this. This is a long video, but I'll play it for half a minute. Okay, I'll stop it now. I'll play another video for you. Okay, let me stop. I think you've understood the purpose of playing these two videos to you. You might have already understood what I wanted to tell you. What I told you in the previous slide, I am telling you now. The boy on the left side is equipped. His parents have supported him perhaps, or he has got enough money. He has bought all the instruments, the branded instruments that he wanted, and he has been trained. Perhaps he has a very good teacher, right? Very good support from everybody, and he has become an expert. Great, wonderful. Hats off to him. The boy on the right side does not have any of those things. The boy on the left side, he does not even have a shirt to wear. And where are those instruments from? All these instruments are created, designed, used very imaginatively by that boy himself. I don't think he bought any of those things from outside. And perhaps even to use them, parents perhaps did not help him. Maybe when he brought that plate and used it as his drums, maybe his mother did not like it. Maybe his mother scolded him and told him, "Oh, you bloody fellow, you are spoiling that plate." But both these boys have great talent, great potential, great passion to learn and to perform. And both of them are equally successful. And perhaps one day the boy on the right side will be much more successful than the boy on the left side. Possible, I'm just guessing. So now you put yourself in that position, right? What are you? Whatever you are is not important. But what's important is how much fire you have in your heart, how much passion you have in your heart, what kind of energy flows in you, what kind of ignition you have given yourself. I said self-motivation skills. Deliberately, I usually in books and websites you see motivational skills, motivation. I deliberately called it a skill first. Motivation is not a skill, I know, but I call it motivational skills. I call it self-motivational skills. So how do you motivate yourself? What do you tell yourself every day? How do you want to, or what makes you perform better tomorrow? So this is one question that I am leaving with you. And if you can find the answer to that, I think your success is assured. So whether you are on this left side or on this right side is not important to me. What is important to me is what kind of passion burns. Okay, right, let's move on. So whether you are good or you are better than somebody, you are the best in your class is not as important as whether you want to be better than whatever you are. You are something today, right? If you want to be something better than what you are today, that's the only thing that I want from you. The only assurance, I am not asking you where you are. Where are you this? Are you scoring 30 marks, 40 marks, 50 marks, 100 marks is not important to me. The only thing that you have to assure me is I will score more marks than I am scoring today. I will do something better than what I am doing today. I'll perform better than my current performance. I'll be 1 inch taller, not in physical size. But physical size, of course, we keep growing. 1 inch taller means I will be better, I'll be higher, I'll be greater, more efficient, more productive, more capable. That's all. So tell yourself that you are going to be better than what you are today, better than the best. Anyone can do better. There is nobody in this world who cannot do better than what he is doing today. So I have put in bold one part of this, learn a little more. So how do I become better? By learning a little more. I think student time, the time that you are spending in the college today, even as a teacher, if you are a teacher, the college teacher time that you are spending in the college today is the best opportunity for you to learn. And once you get into other fields, it becomes a little more difficult for you. Time and energy and other things are constraints. But here, the only job that you have is learning. Every student who joins a college has only one single objective, one purpose for which he joins a college. One purpose for which he takes a course. If you have joined a college or if you are taking a course, why are you there? Only to learn more, learn easier, learn with greater efficiency, greater effectiveness, and what you learn, of course, apply and beyond. Right? Lots of creative thoughts and so many other things go together. But basically, you are there to learn. And if you are learning more, and if you are assuring yourself something bigger for you tomorrow, I think you are on the right path and success is good. So to build your confidence, what do you need? You give yourself these 5 things. Easy to remember as speak, S-P-E-A-K. You build your skills, think positive, you gain some experience while you are even a student, gain some experience of applying, doing. I think before this program began, there were some students interacting, and then I think they were talking about some creative craft and art that they have done. So that is some kind of hands-on experience. You are putting into practice what you are learning. Improve, change your attitude appropriately. That's a big subject. I'll not go into that. Right? Change your attitude in the right way so that your life becomes more comfortable to you and to others, and gain as much knowledge as you can. Then be empathetic. I think I would like you to, I'll just check. I think I have another 10 minutes. I'll show you this video. It's quite interesting. Just see this and then we'll discuss it a little later. I think you can hear this.
Daddy is the sweetest daddy in the world. Daddy is the most handsome, the smartest, the most clever, the kindest. He is my Superman. Daddy wants me to do well at school. Daddy is just great, but he lies. He lies about having a job. He lies about having money. He lies that he's not tired. He lies that he's not hungry. He lies that we have everything. He lies about his happiness. He lies because of me.
Okay, I'm sorry if I've made you very emotional about this, but this is the story of every family. Maybe your father, your mother, your teacher, your friends, people in your circle are all going through ordeals like this in life to make you happy. So many people are contributing. Your teacher is going through the same kind of ordeals to make you happy, to make you learn. The principal, the management, your secretary, the government, so many hundreds and thousands of people are working around, working at every level to ensure that you have a very bright future. They are telling you lies to ensure that you have a bright future. Now, all that you need to is, you need not, at your age, perhaps you cannot begin doing something in return. Perhaps you have to at least recognize that, realize the value of the contribution that they are making to help you have better futures. So that's why, so learn to empathize. You put yourself in their shoes, in your parents' shoes, in your teacher's shoes, and in everybody's, in others' shoes, and then understand how life is, right? And that is one thing that you need to learn. So the first thing that I told you to learn is to improve your confidence. The second thing that I am asking you to learn is to empathize. And the third thing that I am asking you is to improve your communication skills. Perhaps there is another speaker who is going to focus on that. Perhaps I'll just in 1 minute, I'll tell you communication skills include your language skills and your body language skills. Improve your language and improve your body language also. And this makes you much more successful. Unless your language is good, unless your body language is effective, it's very difficult to succeed in the world. Right. The last thing that I would like you to learn is to be disciplined in life. What is discipline? Just see this a few seconds video. What are they waiting for? They are waiting for this traffic signal. The ducks on the street trying to cross the road. Can you see the green light here in the distance? This one. So once the light turned green, they crossed the road. Right. So, this example is perhaps some kind of an exception. Don't expect every duck to do that. But they are trained to be disciplined. They're trained perhaps themselves to be disciplined. And we, with so much knowledge and so much opportunity, if we do not, become disciplined, who will help us? Whether it's the pandemic times or some other times, whether it's a class time or the home time, or whether you are on the road or in a movie theater or outside or wherever, right? Unless you discipline yourself, there's some kind of a self-discipline. There need not be a police constable all the time watching. There need not be a teacher always with a cane in her hand and always disciplining you. So self-discipline, if we are self-disciplined, life is going to be great, life is going to be successful, life is going to be wonderful for every one of us. Finally, right, this is a very interesting story I'd like to share and close. So there was a little girl who was walking along the beach, and there was somebody selling balloons, all colors. So there was a red balloon, there was a white balloon, there was a blue balloon, there was a yellow balloon, there was a maroon balloon, all colors of balloons. And he was selling them. This little girl went to the vendor and asked the gentleman, "Uncle, suppose you have a black balloon there. Will it also fly? Why are black balloons not there? Will black balloons fly as high as those white and red and yellow and green balloons?" And the vendor said, as we all can guess that, "Betty, it's not the color of the balloon that makes it fly. It's not color that makes it fly. It's what's inside the balloon that makes it fly." Now, what is inside you is what's going to assure you success. So your physical appearance, your color of your complexion of your skin, your social background, the wealth that you are born in, the college that you go to, the laboratory facilities that you have, all these things are okay. They are there. They may play a small role, but what finally assures you success and what helps you go up in life really bright is what is in you. What are you made of? Right? So I assure you, I wish you success. I wish you all the best. Maybe in case you have any questions, perhaps you can ask them now or maybe later, depending on what your teachers decide, the host decides. And depending on that, maybe you can post questions now, or in case you have question session at the end, you can postpone them till then. So I think it's my time. I stop here. Once again, wish you all the best. Thanks a lot. Thank you very, very, very much. I thank the principal. I thank the teachers, especially Rajita, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And Rajita invited me to spend some time with you. I think this has been useful to you. And if you are inspired by it, and if you make some resolutions today, and if you set some goals for yourself today, and if you begin moving in that direction with the